Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about, since Lucasfilms hasn't technically released the title for Star Wars Episode 9, and since a lot of fans are speculating upon what the new Star Wars title is going to be, I figured I will give two titles I have in mind for what the title of Star Wars Episode 9 should be. First, it's Star Wars Episode 9, A New Dawn. Because that could mean, okay, that's the end of the Skywalker saga, at least for now anyways. But it also kind of, in a sense, leaves it off where there could be a potential sequel trilogy, if they so desire to, like set after, obviously, the events of whatever Episode 9 is going to be, after the events of the sequel trilogy. Still pertains to Skywalkers. Hopefully, Rey is a Skywalker. I mean, that will kind of explain why she's so OP in the Force. Because Luke and Anakin, and to a certain extent Leia, but seeing how she would be Luke Skywalker's daughter, plus, if they decide to bring in Mara Jade, it'd be two Force users that she's descendant of. Like in the Legends, where Luke married a fellow Force user, and they had a son named Ben Skywalker. I don't know much about Ben Skywalker in Legends. All I know is that Luke named Ben Skywalker, his son, after Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because for years, like for about 20 years, Luke known Obi-Wan as Ben. And it kind of sounds weird calling his son Obi-Wan Skywalker. I don't know. Anyways, so calling Star Wars Episode 9 A New Dawn could mean an end of an era, per se, in terms of the Skywalker story. But, like I said, could leave it off to, hey, we could honestly have another Star Wars trilogy related to the Skywalkers. Now, my second idea is Star Wars Last Stand. Yeah, people can say, oh, it sounds like that X-Men Last Stand. That's not where I got it from, to be honest. It could mean it's the last Star Wars trilogy, has to do with the Skywalkers. We have no plans for making any more trilogies related to the Skywalkers. Or it could be like the galaxy's on Verge, the First Order is going to take over. That the Resistance does not want to practically be slaves like they were kinda when Darth Sidious proclaimed himself as the Emperor, and made the Empire. Because, let's face it, when the Empire was around in the original trilogy, the galaxy, the innocents of the galaxy, the innocent people of the galaxy were practically slaves. And it took the rebellion to pretty much say bye, Felicia, to the Empire. It technically was Anakin fulfilling the prophecy of the Chosen One by defeating the Sith, by destroying both Darth Vader, which was his dark side, and his Sith Lord Master Darth Sidious / Emperor Palpatine. the Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Stand, just sounds badass, in my opinion. Now, it could be also called Star Wars Episode 9, the SJWs, since they just pandered to the SJWs a lot. Like, I mean, seeing how Lucasfilm's been doing the past few years, ever since The Force Awakens, which I enjoyed, it would kind of make sense why, and Rogue One, which I enjoyed. Rogue One and The Force Awakens are the two Disney Star Wars movies I genuinely enjoyed. But seeing how Lucasfilm decides to pander to the SJWs, calling it Star Wars Episode 9, the SJWs. They wouldn't be far from the stretch, but Star Wars A New Dawn, or Star Wars The Last Stand, or The Final Stand, sound pretty cool. Those two, in my opinion, sounds badass, and that could interpret a lot of things. Like with The Phantom Menace, it refers to Darth Sidious. Attack of the Clones, it refers to the clones attacking in only one scene. Revenge of the Sith, it's Darth Sidious taking his revenge. Rogue One, talk about the Rogue One squadron retrieving the Death Star plans. Solo, Star Wars story, referring to Han Solo, his origin story. New Hope, talking about Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo, but I feel like more so Luke Skywalker. Empire Strikes Back, with the crushing blow of the Rebels win in the New Hope, the Empire is striking back at the Rebels. Return of the Jedi. Return, in my opinion, is really the return of Anakin Skywalker from Darth Vader. The Force Awakens. I guess we saw a new Force Awakens occur. I'm not sure what the Force Awakens meaning the meaning behind it per se, but I'm pretty sure it has a meaning. The Last Jedi, talking about Luke being the last Jedi of the, I guess, old religion, and Rey being the new Jedi of the first Jedi of the new Jedi Order. Or I feel like it's more like Rey and Luke are the last Jedi in the galaxy, or just more so Luke being the last Jedi of the old ways. Maybe. I mean, I've heard like there's this thing called Star Wars Episode 9 Balance of the Force. I mean, I would be okay with that. I mean, it's not a really bad title, but it's not the best title. It's not the title I would go with. But that's not a bad title. If Lucasfilm decides to go with Star Wars Balance of the Force, I wouldn't be surprised, and I would be okay with it. But Star Wars A New Dawn, Star Wars The Last Stand, or The Final Stand, sounds, in my opinion, sounds cooler. Or it could be Star Wars Return of the Force, even though it wouldn't really make sense. But still sounds cool, in my opinion. What else could there be a title to? Star Wars Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, I took that from Transformers. Return of the Rebellion, or Return of the Light, Return of Peace. Guess the Resistance is fighting for peace. That could be one. Or Star Wars New Age. kind of representing that the sequel trilogy is kind of like a new age for Star Wars. I don't know. Anyways, what do you guys think? Why do you guys want Star Wars Episode 9's title to be? Personally, I want it to be either Star Wars The Last Stand, Star Wars Episode 9 The Last Stand, Star Wars Episode 9 The Final Stand, or Star Wars Episode 9 A New Dawn. That's my personal wants. What do you guys want the new title for Star Wars Episode 9 to be? Leave a comment below, and may the Force be with us all.